Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another weather video by the Weather Wizard. Today's video will be on the major winter storm that everyone has been talking about over the past several days. There is a winter storm warning. 8 to 14 inches of snow is expected according to the National Weather Service and the Weather Channel. Let me just show you some modeling, and at the end I will tell you my thinking, which has changed a little bit in the last 24 hours, and I have reasoning for that, which I will explain to you guys coming up. So as we look at some models here, so this snow will be about a 12 to 1 ratio. All these snowfall amounts I'm showing you are in a 10 to 1 ratio. So you need to add probably a few inches of snowfall to each of these amounts, that I'm showing you from the modeling. So let's just go in time. I'll show you the storm. Here's the storm right now. It's down in the south central United States. The main low, though, is just north of Louisiana. And if you put this into motion here, let's see, it's a little laggy here. Let's move this over a little bit. Here we go. So this high is key, because this will create a sunny day for us tomorrow. Barely even a cloud in the sky tomorrow. This will move offshore. Normally what nor'easters like to do, if you follow my mouse, is they like to follow the coast. But this storm will be different. This high pressure will be moving off the coast, and this will force the storm to take a more inland track. That is why Rochester and Buffalo will most likely see the heaviest accumulations with this system. That high is key. Whoops. Hold on. So put this into motion here. See, this storm is moving across the south. This high moves off, and this storm rockets northward, says the GFS. All the models have a similar track, but there's a new trend emerging that I'm really worried about that we'll get to in a minute. But snowfall amounts, remember, add a few inches to these amounts. Let's zoom into the northeast to see the amounts. There will be a main band of snow, as I'll show you on one of the models, that may just be west of here. That will be key as to exactly where that band of snow sets up. Come on. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go down to, I got to move this real quick. I can't see what I'm doing. So what this is called is the Kushera ratio. Actually, do not add a few inches to this. I forgot that this was here. But Kushera ratio takes into account how wet or dry the snow will be. So this model says 2 feet of snow. I think that is overstated. This model doesn't easily see mixing. Hint, mixing. But let's just look at a few other models. The European doesn't offer that, but trust me, that one says about 18 to 20 inches also. The Canadian model agrees, 23.7. The short range, higher resolution Canadian model agrees, 21 inches. So they're all about 18 to 24 inches. And before I show you the NAM, let me show you this main band of snow that I'm talking about. This band of snow is shown greatest on the icon model, which is the German model. So here's the main storm right here. Oh, I just zoomed in. Hold on. But as you go through time, this is the 6 o'clock advisory. Here's the storm. Very inland track. Normally it would be over here if this high pressure wasn't offshore. And this heavy blues, this is the main band of snow right here. As you can see, that it goes right through Rochester. But last run, the model had it more west. And that was the trend for several runs in a row. As you can see, watch that band. But now, there are indications with the last run that it could be starting to shift back east, which would mean less mixing. However, the NAM model North American model, says no. There's going to be mixing, and this is going to hinder our totals. Let me show you what the NAM has for snowfall. I didn't want to show that yet. So look at this sharp cutoff of snowfall. Jeez. From the NAM model. It gives Rush, which is not that far away, just 7 inches of snow. But it gives Spencerport 16 inches and Rochester 13 inches. Now you need to increase these amounts a few inches, so this would be closer to 18, 19 inches from the NAM. But that is a very sharp cutoff, and that is because there's the threat of sleet moving in. And my experience from sleet moving in is that the sleet usually wins out. So that is why I'm going to go a little more conservative in my forecast this time. But as you can see, the other models do not suggest that sleet moves in. I mean, they say all the way over here, a foot. 16.5 in the icon, you increase that, it's about 20. The main European says about 15 inches or so. And the GFS is the most bullish at 19 inches of snow, which is new to me. I didn't even see that before. I'm going to have to check that out. What run is that from? I'll check that later. But as you can see, it's going to be a very major winter storm. The last major winter storm of this magnitude was January of 2018. You received just about 2 feet of snow. So it's been a couple, 2-3 years that we've seen a storm of this magnitude. So very impressive. Last thing I want to show you is the National Weather Service official forecasts here. So expected snowfall, Rochester, find your location, 17.3 inches, Buffalo, 16.5. I think with the risk of sleet moving in, I think this is a bit high. And it even gives a max of 22 inches snowfall. I think that's a bit high. Because the runs today and tomorrow from the models, if they start to trend away from sleet, then I could possibly see these amounts. Even then, I think they're a bit high. But if they trend towards sleet and more models agree that there could be sleet, I think we will be closer to this amount, the low end of 9 inches. So it all depends on that sleet. So you're asking now, Jeremy, but before I get to that, here are the probabilities of certain snowfall amounts. Above 18 inches, they give a 35% chance. That's up from a 15% yesterday. So you ask now, Jeremy, what's your forecast? Well, yesterday my forecast was 12 to 18 inches. And then I saw that the models were trying to say that some sleet's going to be moving in. My official forecast right now for Rochester and Monroe County, specifically the western half of Monroe County, I expect 10 to 15 inches of snow at this time. Like I said, if we trend away from sleet, I will up that again, and you'll see that tomorrow. If we trend towards sleet, I'm going to have to lower those amounts. But that is my current forecast right now. 10 to 15 inches of snowfall from late Sunday evening to Tuesday morning. The reason why I go to Tuesday morning is because from Monday afternoon to Tuesday morning, there will be lake effect, possibly several inches. We're going to have to see. But that will be very fluffy snow, lake effect will be. But the snowfall rates, too, could be a period from 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. could be pushing 2 to 3 inches an hour at times, if that band I showed you on that one model sits right over Rochester. So it's all going to just depend on that sleet and where that band sets up, I think. So that is all for today's video, everyone. Be looking for a final update on the storm tomorrow. And thank you, everyone. Stay tuned and have a weather-tastic day.